You cannot talk about the things that we talk about around here and not have the people in your business. I be trying to tell y'all what be going on. Do y'all believe me now? They know. Listen, do y'all know that some of the tests that y'all kids take at school are to see if they have special abilities? Do y'all know that? Because then that's why they're invited to go to the most demonic schools. Harvard, Yale, Cornell, all the Ivy Leagues, where they do magic and have secret societies. Oh, pretty cool. Pretty cool, Miss Dominica. Congratulations, nieces and nephews. Yes. I wonder if it's showing I'm on here now or not. This is crazy. Mm, Here we go. I'm back. I am. Can y'all hear me now? Yes. You hear me? Okay. Hello. Ooh. I need to go put my brace on for it. Let me go put my brace on, y'all. Hold on. My knee. I stretched real good last night and this morning, and ooh wee. Oh, geez. All right, y'all. So I had to put my brace on because my knee has been killing me. I've been trying to stretch it, but it's still kind of the heck. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Can you guys hear me on YouTube now? Ooh. Y'all can hear me? No, I had this brace on a couple of weeks ago. Yes. Okay. All right. Y'all know I'll be trying to give like 10 minutes because they don't be showing I'm on and all that old weird stuff. So let's get to 10 minutes. And then we'll start class. But you're going to need your book one. It won't play on your TV. Is it not playing right now? Maybe just go out and go back in or something, because I restarted it. It's right here. I stretched and I'm telling you my leg is hurting. Yeah. But I gotta get this back together. Ooh. Yeah, oh, this a trip. Mm-mm-mm. And my punishment be so severe for stuff God tell me not to do. It's smoky in Indianapolis. It's smoky where I'm at too. They trying to kill us. How many people in the WOIU community, as soon as all of these air reports came out, you walked by your survival kit and smiled? Because you had your stuff since last year or earlier this year. Amazon, baby girl. You got one from your work? With my 7. Come on, Tiff. Good morning. Uh-huh. Fear mongering, huh, CERCA TROVA? It's about last year this time. I was telling everybody to go get their gas masks and stuff. Because we wasn't going to be able to breathe the air outside. But the CERCA TROVA WOIU community was already caked up. We was already caked up, wasn't we, y'all? Wasn't we? These been sitting before they was $100 when they was $40. Wasn't we? We's caked up. We's caked up. I told y'all. We buying the stuff that's about to be real important real soon. I don't want y'all buying that BS. I want y'all to get the stuff that we gonna need here shortly. And I guarantee you, because the air quality is going bad in all of these cities, guess what's happening? People are going and buying masks, and guess what's happening? They're gonna raise the damn prices. I said, please, while everybody is not paying attention and they don't believe nothing I say, go get your mask while it's cheap so you can get more for your money. And I'm not like, I said. I'm like, God warned you, God warned you, God warned you, God warned you. You need a list. We got 2 videos over here on YouTube, CERCA TROVA 22. Survival. All you got to do is Google CERCA TROVA 22 Survival and Survival 2.0. Literally. Those are the 2 videos you can watch. I'll go through visually and show you everything I feel like you need. Yeah, this is a full face, of course. Because, yeah. They still not paying attention. And it, and it looks crazy. Come on, pumpkin. Well, that's what we doing. So that the air quality in most of the world is, our part of the world is bad right now in a lot of cities. And then, I'm sorry, was you busy? No, you're never too busy for me. Good, good, good. I want to talk to you about something. So last year, thank you for telling us to go ahead and get the mask because we wasn't going to be, the air quality wasn't going to be no good. And you told us that it wasn't going to be no money around that time, so we needed to go ahead and get it because after that, everything was going to be super expensive. And you told us there wasn't going to be no food, and now they selling us a peel, which ain't even food and fruit and vegetables, and now they is making lab grown meat out of that woman's cells that cause cancer. But you had already told us to go get the canned meat and dehydrate meat because there wasn't going to be no meat this year coming up, and that's a fact. You said there wasn't going to be no vegetables either. Oh, because you know a peel was coming. That's technically no food. Who was here last year? God said there wasn't going to be no food. Lab grown meat and lab grown fruit and vegetables is not food. Is that food? It's not food. God told us last year it's not going to be no food. Then they burn down the place where they make the real vegetables for all over the world, and then they start selling you a peel. It's not real food. Then they approve meat grown in vats that ain't from animals. That ain't meat, so it's not food. So what our dad told us last year that it wasn't gonna be no food, wasn't gonna be no this, wasn't gonna be no that. It is all came true now. Cause what they about to be selling us ain't food. Yes or no? Am I crazy? God told us last year it wasn't gonna be no money, and Fed now started in less than what, 2 or 3 days. The digital dollar system. In the seventh month, seven is completion. No notifications again. Good morning. Are y'all paying attention? Still don't believe that the Almighty God is better than the crystals and the rocks and the trees and the grass and the stars. Or the fake religion. Getting a real relationship with God get you the inside scoop, a big forehead. Rock God ain't said nothing yet. And neither have these false prophets that's running through here telling you about all this stuff that ain't about to be true. These ministers that are not real leaders, they clowns. Because as a leader, you're supposed to be a shepherd, and a shepherd take care of his flock and make sure that don't nothing harm them and that they're safe and clean and in their right state of mind. Because why would you want to sour the meat? An animal in distress sours the meat because it sends enzymes in the meat that make the meat not good, which means you're not going to be healthy. So a leader makes sure that the flock is okay. But these folks is out here at these churches looking real good, starving spiritually. They don't even know that they need food or lights or blankets or nothing because we getting ready to go into a time that the world, God said it's going to be worse than anything that the world has ever seen. Worse than the flood. Worse than giants trampling on people and picking people up and eating them. It's going to be worse than them throwing babies in the volcanoes and feeding them to the sharks and the lions. Really. It's going to be worse than having half animal, half beings running through this bad baby with magical powers, with superhuman strength. It's going to be worse than all the demons coming up out of the ground and flying around and picking up people and slamming them across the rocks, because these are things that really happen. It's going to be worse than that. It's going to be worse than the stories of the South where they took babies and threw them to the alligators as bait. It's going to be worse than that. It's going to be worse than the people being impaled on sticks and burned alive at the stake and filleted alive. It's going to be worse than that. Because the world is more wicked, so the punishment has changed. And now that we know that the waters that came up out of the earth were not cold, it makes sense as to why this stuff is about to rain down. So it was hot water, right? And now it's about to be rain that's going to be fire. Ain't that funny? He got a whole sense of humor, don't he? Think about it. Rain is supposed to be cool. Rain is supposed to cool you down, but this rain is going to be real hot. And water, right. When you think of a pool, or even if it is a hot spring, it's bearable. But the water that came up out of the earth and was rushing through this bad baby, it was hot. And the rain is about to fall. It's about to be hot. He said it's going to rain fire. Oh, okay. So let's get to the class. We've been on here 17 minutes. I need y'all to go in your book 1 to page 6, 25. Please. 6:25. Y'all ready for class? Good morning, Tasha. That's false fire, which goes. You know you could have just swiped. You did not even have to type out the letters. If you disagree, this is the internet, not your job. You don't get paid to be here. All you gotta do is swipe if you disagree. You don't gotta type that you disagree. Because your opinion really don't matter to me. Maybe to your followers, user 24673, but it's fine. You didn't have to say anything. Just swipe to the next one you do. That's all. Easier. Less time consuming. You wasted about however many seconds typing in. You could have been swiped to 2 videos you like to see by that time. It's more productive use of your time, I think. People are so used to putting time and energy into things that don't make them feel good. I'm not that type of person. I don't want to waste my energy on something I don't like or don't agree with. You don't even get 5 of my seconds. That's the easier way to do it. You know what I'm saying? That way I ain't wasting no time that I could have been using on something I do like. How about that? Mm-hmm. place for you. All right. Ooh. I know people leave here, like, or they become a family member. One of the two. Hey, families. That's what happens. They either leave or they become a family member. It ain't no in between. Right? Yes. Hmm. So we at page 625 in book one. The block then coming back. Y'all thought I was playing when I told y'all that happened in my real life. It really does. I tell people I don't ever have to talk to you again. It's okay. Oh, don't nobody care that I don't want to talk to you either. And then they doing everything they can to find out what's going on in my life. It'd be weird as hell. Because I don't be calling and asking nothing about you. I promise I don't. I don't even care. Not in a bad way, or I don't want anything to happen to you, but it's just not something that I like run through my mind because you're not that important to me no more. Especially if you show me your character and I know that you fail. I don't care to be around you at all anyway. And whatever it is that I thought I had with you, whether it be my friendship, familyship, or whatever, it'll go away after a while. I'm not tied to nothing on this earth. I keep trying to tell y'all that. What, these books? These books is a little different because they help me understand my daily ways. But other than that, it's all gonna be left for somebody else. I wish I could take these with me. I love my kids too, but they gotta live their life. But I wish I could take these with me. Definitely wish I could take them with me. I know that's not a real thing, but I wish I could. I did not know R. Kelly was out of jail. Why y'all didn't tell me? Robert Kelly. Why y'all didn't tell me Robert Kelly was out of jail? I didn't even know. He, yeah. He got out like last November or something. He performed at the BET Awards. Yeah, he performed at the BET. I said just said Robert Kelly. He got out in like November. He is here in North Carolina. Oh, okay. Yeah, he out. Yeah, he out. That was an old performance. Are y'all sure? Was it a holiday? It was old. Are y'all sure? That's what I was getting ready to say. Okay. He had surgery last week. Ain't that normally how they break people out of the jailhouse? Is he back in? Classic J. Guess what, honey? If you're ready to learn and you don't want to wait for what I'm doing, all you got to do is go. We got 600 videos on YouTube. You can go over there. Because what you won't ever do is rush my class. And don't ever tell me to focus. Because whatever I want to talk about in my life, I'm going to do so. So if you want to watch something else, don't interrupt it. I got 600 videos on YouTube. Because what you never going to do is tell me to get focused because you want to learn. No, I don't got an attitude. What you're not going to do is be rude in my class. I got already recorded videos. So if you don't want to see the live performance, you go watch the already recorded ones is what you do. And not try to rush me through my class. Rude self. I got an attitude because I called you out on your rudeness rushing me through my own class? No, you got an attitude evidently because I'm going to talk about whatever I want to. I saw something yesterday. You're talking about R. Kelly. It's my first time and you need to stop being so aggressive. No, you need to leave my class and leave my live and go find something else to do. That's what you need to do. This is CERCA TROVA's live, honey, not Classic J. So Jay, go find something else to do. Lay in the street. Whatever you want to do. Just don't do it here. You forget who paid you on, homie. And you press to keep on typing. You ain't got nothing else better to do with your time. And argue with a person you don't know. And try to tell them what to do. Have a seat somewhere. Not in my class. Thank you. Yeah, you ain't got nothing else better to do with your time. People are crazy. I literally just said you ain't got nothing else better to do with your time to argue with people you don't know. People are crazy. This is my life. If I don't want to talk to you, I don't have to talk to you. You're not paid to be here. And guess what? I'm not either. So if I don't want to talk to you, I don't have to. I'm not about to argue with a person I'll never see in life. That is a waste of damn time. People are nuts. You come here, it's my first time, I'm ready to learn, and we don't care. Y'all, the internet has people super weird and super rude and super thinking they won't get cussed out. This is not church. And I talk about what I want to talk about. So, is R. Kelly out of jail or not? He's still in jail. So, that was an old video. Back to my class because I need to find out what's going on. Is he in jail or is he out? If he out, he done been cloned. Okay, so he's still in. Okay. Okay. All right. So excuse me for reporting false news then. Which is normally not the case. But I said, this nigga, oh, wait a minute, he's singing it. But I wouldn't be surprised if they got him out for a day. It's just so crazy that he had surgery around the time of the BET Awards. Y'all don't think that's weird? I don't care what y'all say. The way they be moving and doing stuff. He might have got to perform, but he could have still been there. He connected with the peoples. Yeah. Don't forget that. He's a part of their crew. They do all kinds of stuff. Of course. Of course, Ro. I'm just saying, they do what they want to when they want to. Those people, the elite folks. They've been letting the what you call them people, the mob people out to go do stuff all the time. So what does that mean? Y'all act like the government just gonna yeah, I know. Moving on. Okay. Well, let's go and get this popping. Oh. Okay, y'all. Page 625. Please. Miss Joy, if you in here, thank you for my life. Y'all, please don't be on nobody else YouTube or whatever arguing with them. I can't tell y'all all what to do because y'all grown, but I don't want none of our people doing that stupid stuff. Please. Okay? I don't want none of the students of WOIU hollering and acting crazy with people. If you don't believe and if they don't want to listen, move on. You could be talking to somebody that want to hear what God got to say. Or that want to hear what's going on. Think about how many people that came through our page, y'all, and they didn't listen. But y'all are literally seeing 17 months later, literally 15, 16, 17 months later, you are seeing that paying attention to what everybody else don't pay attention to, it pays off. It pays off. I'm not trying to argue. If you don't want to listen, just understand that when all of the calamity or whatever, I don't got to listen. I'm not going to have to hear you screaming because your babies is hungry. I'm not going to have to listen because my babies is going to be asleep. And if they got to get up and go to the bathroom, they can. I'm going to get my rest. Because it's already a light in the bathroom. It just ain't in the same space. Or maybe it is. It's not about to be no chaos over here. Because they can go and get their portable DVD player and watch some TV while I try to figure out what's going to go on around here. We got a way to filter our water. They got their gas mask. We already been working on emergency plans from school and all of this old stuff. So while everybody else was pretending to live, we was living on purpose for the last 15 months, 17 months, year, 6 months, 3 months. We've been living on purpose. Every single thing that we did this last year we wasn't spending no money unless it was on purpose. We wasn't going to be able to say, oh, I don't know what I did with it. Oh, no, honey, I know what I did with my money. Every dime of it just about. I know exactly where it went. I know exactly what I got, and I can see my stuff. And it ain't shoes that I don't want to wear no more because I done already worn more than one time. Amazon. Okay. Now they talking about ain't gonna be no telephones, no this and that. We got CB radios and a rechargeable walkie-talkies. Come again and say what? Come again and say who? Come again and say they ain't giving nobody no gas. Ain't no gas to run your generators. That's okay. We got solar. And it might not be enough to power the whole house, but we ain't about to be in the dark. You said it ain't no gas. That's okay. We got butane salts. You said it ain't no more butane. That's okay. We got wood burning. It ain't. It's always about to be some trees around here. For a minute, anyway. We got generators. Small ones and big ones. Don't we, y'all? We got personal ones with lights and radios on them. AM/FM radios. We got lava rocks. We got terracotta pots to make heaters in each room if we need to. What you just said. We can cook on them lava rocks, heat water with them lava rocks, and make a generator. What you call it? A radiator heater with them. What you mean? We don't got to worry about no charcoal or nothing. We got fire starters. We've been saving the lint from our dryers, putting them in plastic things. There go our fire starters right there. And our dryer sheets. There goes some other fire starters that we got. Don't we, y'all? This is not taking us by surprise because we listen to our Father and we believe what He said. And because we believe what He said, we did not wait until it was on the news because it was already too late. The people living in the cities, it's people been living they live in Indy. It's a lot of people that live in Indy. Sarah used to live in Indy, and a few other people used to live in Indy. And I'm sure that they just said something to the people that used to be around that area. But guess what? They wasn't listening. I bet you they friends listening to her now. I bet you it's going to be some folks calling you, Miss Williams. They laughed at you when you had your gas mask until they said the air quality in Indianapolis was not breathable, baby. Your homegirls, your homeboys, they see the news and they see what's going on in Chicago. They was yesterday. Oh, you over here. There she go. Uh-huh. They see the blackouts and they remember you talking about these rechargeable lights last year that they didn't need because that's doing too much. They see the reports about the fake food about to come out and you've been telling them to go get some dehydrated food if they wouldn't go. I ain't about to be standing in no line about to get no canned goods. I said meat is meat, but now it ain't no meat. And last year, this time is when all the freezers started going bad, remember? And they was taping up all the food. Guess what they doing in these stores right now? They pulling all the meat out. Guess what they about to put in there? Guess what they about to put in there? That old fake meat. They keep using the same playbook. This is why I told my family, the WOIU family, you better learn war strategy. Be fancy, beauty. Mm. What I tell you, baby girl? They just said she went to Walmart and all the seafood was gone because the people told them to remove it the same way they did last year this time. They just keep on taking the food. And they keep on doing the same thing. And this is why I said if you journal about your day, you start to see patterns right in front of your face about everything in your life, how the buying trends go, what's going on in the news. You'll start to see it. But when you don't chronicle your day, then you can't see that they just did the same thing last year. They just did the same thing the year before that. They did it at the same time, same everything. Now, yep, I love y'all. Can y'all tell? Because the person that love you, they gonna tell you what's coming, no matter if you want to hear it or not, and they're gonna tell you the things so that you could be prepared for whatever is coming. When a person love you, that's what they do. They prepare you. And this is why, family, in the beginning of this, I said y'all can't buy me. I'm not for sale. No, I'm not gonna counsel you for no money. I'm not going to do none of that because my job is to get people prepared to meet Christ. He pays me. He does. He takes care of me. He sends me things like I gotta go get some stuff. Thank you, Dad. With it, I care about y'all for real. I care about your children. I care about your mama, your daddy, your cousin. I do. I care. I really, 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 really do. And that's why I sit up here and take the abuse that I do sometimes from people this whole 15 months, getting called crazy, a false prophet, and everything else. But it is a year and a half later. Do y'all see that God love y'all enough to allow somebody to come and tell you the truth, even though the world is saying don't believe that? It's a conspiracy theory. But every single thing that God has told us has come to pass, family. And you all have been prepared. I said being prepared is not the same thing as being scared. In fear. I'm prepared. I don't gotta be. I mean, I don't know exactly how it's all gonna work out, but if I got this stuff, I'm better off. You hear me? Y'all can see it. And you know what's so crazy? I wish now I'm not gonna do it because I'm not crazy. But I would love to talk to some of these people, the GDs and the gangsters in Chicago. I would love to talk to them. Matter of fact, it might be some of y'all in here today. I'm just going to put this out there. So let me say this to y'all. It's a war coming. And it's an enemy coming. The stuff y'all got going, y'all going to need to organize together. Y'all going to have to protect y'all neighborhoods, what you don't know. And I'm not talking about people that you see on your street every day. So instead of killing all y'all soldiers, what y'all need to do is be preparing them with gas masks and stuff to go out and fight and protect y'all neighborhood, since y'all so gangster and whatnot. Seeing as how y'all can organize whole things where y'all go into a person's funeral and drag their body out. That's real organization. I see y'all. How about y'all organize and get ready to protect the people in your neighborhood? How about that? Y'all got that bread, don't you? Y'all so skilled in warfare. Let's see how it works. Prepare y'all cities so that when y'all run outside trying to be on these dummy missions, y'all can actually breathe. Let's see how much real war strategy y'all got. We done seen all of this. Now, it's some enemies coming on our land. We about to see what y'all do. Y'all can run up on babies and run up on women. We about to see what y'all do, baby, because the artillery is coming. It's already here, so we about to see. Y'all gangsters, y'all warriors, y'all whatever, y'all got ops and this and that. We about to see how y'all go up against these real armies that's about to be walking through your neighborhood with whole tanks and whatnot. Who you protecting? Because the real soldiers is about to be walking in, baby, they uniform. Ha! 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 Y'all can't even get it together. Y'all can't be united against the people that's about to come and come for our grannies and our kids. Because if you ain't seeing what they doing at the borders. Now, can we talk about that? Y'all getting so much bread, get gas masks for everybody in y'all neighborhood. These kids that's gonna be outside playing. Go get that. Make sure the mama's got a way to cook. So if it is some stuff use what you got. Y'all got all this power. What y'all doing with it? Y'all got all this recognition, but y'all ain't taking care of nobody. That's what real bosses do. They make sure everybody around them gonna eat, bro. How about that? Everybody around them know what's going on. Everybody around them got what they need, so they ain't gotta be outside with the ops. me you a G and you don't protect the kids in your neighborhood. You can't tell me you a gangster, you are nothing, and it's babies dying on y'all. Pregnant mamas getting shot down and ran down on, bro. You are not a gangster, bro. You're not even a disciple, because disciples give people the word, bro. Where I come from, niggas wouldn't let no baby. You better not try to lay no baby down, bro. You better not run up in nobody mama house, nigga. They coming the whole block. Whether they cool or not, nigga, you don't do that. I don't got no respect. Y'all not protecting these babies. Y'all not protecting these girls. Y'all, what is you doing with all your power, sir? Because the niggas that I know back in the day, bro, they'll lay a nigga down and behind putting anything in a kid head. Nigga, you don't get off that man mama porch, I'll beat your... You don't talk to all ladies like that, bro. Chill out. Y'all don't do that. Y'all don't do that. It's 5-year-old babies losing their life. Mamas that gotta bury their children. Where is the gangsters? Y'all can't even aim right. You ain't no sniper, bro, if you're not hitting the target. Y'all lost. It ain't no people, no, what? That's a casualty. If you a G, you know where you going. You know where you aiming. It ain't none of that. Hurting people that ain't hurt you ain't nothing G about that. We only coming for the niggas that plan to do us in, and we ain't touching they folks. Because they ain't got nothing to do with this beef. Baby, go out there. There's people that done walked in, shook a baby's hand, went in there to take their daddy life and came right back out on side and didn't touch the kid. If you gonna use something, use it to benefit, not to hurt. If you got recognition, y'all got so much bread with your Gucci belts and all of that on, go buy everybody in your neighborhood a gas mask, seeing as how y'all have the worst in the world right now. That I applaud. Make sure your homeboy mama can breathe. And his little sister. Y'all got so much bread, you spend $500 on a belt. The kids' gas mask $5.99, bros. Cash out on that. Cash out on the next generation that's coming after you. Do something. And I don't care who don't like it. Because the niggas that I know used to take care of the hood. You couldn't come in their hood talking crazy or nothing to no kids, no old people. People could walk the streets because we knew we had people at each block on each end that wasn't even letting you get through that bad baby. What? You're not hurting nobody on this block. That's the stuff we need to be seeing now. That gives you respect in this place. And I don't care who don't like it. It's real. Niggas that hustled in our hood took care of the hood. They didn't run it into the ground. They made sure kids had shoes, food, a safe place to go lay their head. You know what I'm saying? They didn't, if the mama was on dope, daddy was on dope, they'll beat up the mama or daddy for letting stuff be in and around them kids. I don't know what's going on now. They protected old folks, took care of the old ladies, took them they cans if they cashed them in from the spot. They take them. My grandma was one of them. I know. All the dope dealers back in the day used to take all their beer cans and stuff to my grandmother, and she would take them and but I bet you better not nobody say nothing to her, whether she was drunk or not. If they got good grades, they would get the kids money. They didn't encourage them to do stupid stuff. If they saw them doing something and they respected their grandma, their mama, or their daddy, they'll snatch them up. You don't see that no more. That's why I don't have no respect for none of them. I don't care how big your gun is. I don't respect you. Because you hurting people that ain't did nothing to you. That ain't okay. And you don't take care of your neighborhood. Y'all claim these hoods, this run that y'all don't even take care of them. Y'all don't even make sure all the kids is not going to bed hungry on your block. But you want to claim something. Well, take care of your block then. If it's yours, take care of it. Make sure the lines is cut. Make sure the houses is painted. Make sure, because that's what the dope dealers back in our days did. They was tired of looking at stuff, so they changed it. They paid all the crackheads to go cut the grass. So it wasn't no bandos nowhere, and no kids couldn't be laying nowhere. They made sure that they went and fixed the people's lights and water and pipes and hell, the crackheads was vital to the black community. Shoot, what you mean? Nigga, you ain't get $70 to go pay the plumber. We about to go get old boy. He gonna climb right on down in there under the house and fix it for $16.75. Shoot. I ain't saying it was good, but I'm just saying it was a productive community still. This stuff they on now, they just stand in the middle of the street bobbing and weaving. At least the crackheads was active. They got up and was working from sun up to sundown. Listen here, go cut your grass, clean your house, paint your roof, everything. What you mean? Shoot. Yard looking nice, then lined it all up good for $25. And they didn't complain. And I'm not laughing at nobody because my real dad was on drugs. So he went from being an airplane engineer to a whole different life. My biological father was on drugs after my mom had been away from him a long time, but still, he was. He was. But guess what? That didn't mean he didn't know how to do everything. He literally could have been an inventor. He technically was, but because he invented all kind of little. That's why I like to tinker, because of him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, same right. Now we got to protect ourselves from the same people that's supposed to be protecting us. Right. Right. And I'm not encouraging drug use. What I'm saying is times have changed. Times have changed, and it is a horrible, 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 crazy thing going on here. That's why respect ain't even a thing no more. People want respect for doing bad stuff. That's stupid. You got respect in the old days for, even though you was out hustling, you had respect for the people. And that's how you got your respect. Not for doing grimy stuff. Now, the people that are praised are the grimy people. They was the people that we pushed out the hood. You gotta go. Them is the people that got ran up off the block and you wasn't allowed to bring the police and stuff over here. Stupid. We don't need to see the police where we was at. We didn't want the police having no reason to turn down our block. There's a lot going on over there. Like, you bring your heat to the. What is you doing? Stupid. Have a seat. Thank God for letting me grow up in the days that I did. Thank you, Jesus. Goodness gracious. And yes, I'm going to talk about it because it's real life. This is real. People live this. People see this. People live in all different places where it's all different stuff going on. And if you don't like it, I'm sorry, but this is real life. Real life. Just because you don't have to see it don't mean somebody ain't living it. And don't mean that they ain't in here and they might be the head of some type of something and they need to be the one to hear this. We don't know who be in here. We do not know who be in here. Mm-hmm. Take what you need. Come on now, Kenya. Right? You say what you say and put the rest out. Spit out the bones. Take the meat and spit out the bones. Look, it's a real thing. It's a real thing. All right, so let's get on this. We on page 625. Y'all know I gotta talk crazy for about the first hour because sometimes folks need to hear stuff. Everybody's so used to hearing what they want to hear, not what they need to hear. The Bible talk about that itching ears. They only say what you want to hear. No. And as y'all can see, I do not mind handing out no throat chops. And I step on your toe real hard. So there's that. Ain't that right? Okay. We going down to 13, y'all. The nations will be judged. Y'all ready? The nations will be judged. Hold your necks. Just hold your neck right now. Just hold it. Hold your neck. 625, y'all. 625. Mm-hmm. We at 13. Oh, shucks. Read cautiously. Yes, ma'am, Miss Joy. Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm. You already know. Hold your leg. Mm-hmm. Book 1, y'all. Okay. Where it says 13, so it says, and after these things, it happened that I, Baruch, I'm going to call him Baruch, was standing on Mount Zion, and behold, a voice came from the high heavens saying to me, stand upon your feet, Baruch, or Baruch. I'm just going to call him Baruch. I'm going to say that one more time. Everybody say it differently. And hear the word of the mighty God. Because you have been astonished at what. All right, let me get this together. Because you have been astonished at that which has befallen Zion, you will surely be preserved until the end of times to be for a testimony. This means that if these happy cities will ever say, why has the mighty God brought upon us this retribution? You and those who are like you, those who have seen this evil and retribution coming over you and your nation in their own time must say to them that the nations will be thoroughly punished. So, them words is little, and I gotta find this on my thing. But I just want to say this to y'all. This is relevant to what we talked about today, and I'm gonna tell you why. Y'all ready? Uh-huh. You caught that, Jan? John? You caught that? You caught that? Y'all caught that? It didn't say everybody. He said those like you that's listening, those like you that's paying attention, they not going to believe that it's going to happen. But it's coming at the end times, and you going to be a witness. Who feel that right now? You've been telling people to get gas masks. You've been telling people to get food, water filtration, ovens, emergency things. And the stuff is happening after you told them. And now they are witnesses. And you are a witness to what God told you or what's true. The God telling you to get gas masks, the God telling you to get all the stuff that you have right now, whatever that might be, it was God telling you. He might have used CERCA to put it out there, but it was my dad telling you, hey, pay attention. You need to go get this. You need to go get that, because something is coming. Do you see? Already God done warned Baruch. Something is coming, and I'm telling you what it is. Now, look here. This get good, y'all. I hope y'all ready. Y'all ready? Ooh, get your toes ready. They about to be digging in the carpet. Mm-hmm. He said the nations will be thoroughly punished, and this they may expect. And when they say in that time, we'll win. So the smart aleck people ain't went nowhere. Because back in Baruch days, they was like, when it's going to happen? You telling us all of this? They've been saying that. They said it in Baruch too. You see right there, it said, and when they say this, and they gonna say to you, will we, and is it going to happen? Ain't they saying that to y'all now? Man, when is it supposed to happen, since you know so much? It's happening to my area today. Don't have any internet access. They don't know when it's coming back on. Oh, Zell. Oh, and you been here for a while. Toes digging and wiggling. Oh, where you at, Zell? Mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Water still off in West Helena. Wow. I'm on the seacoast in New Hampshire. I'm just looking to see if y'all paying attention. I'm just looking to see if y'all paying attention, because exactly what they said was going to happen in that emergency broadcast May 31st. They're doing it in bits and pieces. They're not doing the same thing everywhere. Some people don't have lights. Some people don't have water. Some people don't have access to electricity and different things. Internet. The phones is acting up over here. The people down at the food lions can't buy food because the internet part ain't working the cashier. They got to use cash. Is anybody seeing that the emergency broadcast system, imminent, whatever, is literally here? They did that May 31st or May 30th, and look at all that has happened. Pretty much everything in there. Okay. Okay. So last year, God did exactly what he did right here with Baruch. He told you something that hadn't happened yet, but he told you to get ready for it. And then this year, actually before the year was out last year, we talked about it in spring, February, March, April, like that. And then before April was over, there were already things happening. The power was out 5 hours 3 days ago. Our produce is horrible. We have to go to the private farms to ensure quality vegetables. Wow. Okay. 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 So I hope y'all put up. Yes, the emergency broadcast sends me a message once a month. They prepping y'all. Come on, Miss Beverly. Thank you. It don't matter who think we crazy. We crazy. We crazy. Okay. Here we go. I told y'all, baby, come on. If you wait for the news to tell you, it's too late. God loves you enough to tell you before, because he don't want you to be caught off guard. I keep telling y'all that. And it don't sound like what everybody else is saying normally. That's how you know it's him. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What book? This one? You can go to sacredtext.org and go to the Apocrypha, and these books is in there. Yeah. Go to sacredtext.com and go under the Apocrypha as the lady with the baby, and all these books are there. You're welcome. The Kroger on 16th and College Day. The one on 16th and College. That's where I had my accident at. I remember I told y'all day. That's where I was at. I was going down 16th, right where them apartments is, right there, the little right, all them brick buildings right there. When they was fixing them build. Ooh, I gotta tell my daughters. Mm. Okay, so let's get this popping. Literally over the course of 2 days. Oh yeah, they moving quickly because the Fed now will be here shortly. Told you, they. Dang. I need to call. I'm gonna call my daughters and tell them. Thank you, Daisha. Thank you so much. That's crazy. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, come on. It says they gonna say when, and you will say to them, you who have drunk the clarified wine, you now drink its dregs. For the judgment of the Most High is impartial. Therefore, he did not spare his own first sons. Who are God's first sons? The angels, the fallen. Okay. Good job, family. You guys are so smart. I love it. Okay. Therefore, he did not spare his own sons first, but he afflicted them as his enemies because they sinned. Who are those sons that he afflicted because they sinned? The fallen angels. Those was his first sons, we know. And he afflicted them too. And punished them as well. Some of them are hanging in a like a cryogenic thing, basically. That's what comes to mind when we look at where they at in a cryogenic thing. In a cryo tank, the frozen ones, where the crust be on them and all of that. The icicles. It's cold, but it's hot. Like frostbite. What happened? What? Why are y'all adding people? Are y'all adding folks? What do we do with clowns, y'all? What do we do with clowns? Clowns don't make no money if you don't pay no attention to them, right? Oh, okay. Right. The only time clowns have a job is when somebody pay attention to them. If they ask you, y'all know we don't pay attention to clowns. If they hold days to try to come in, because see, they probably think this is church. But they don't know that we got witches and warlocks and everybody over here. So they make themselves look silly when they do silly stuff like that. Right? Don't they make themselves look silly when they come over here? Because they don't know that it's real witches and warlocks that come and read this with us. So they be looking real stupid when they come over here saying stuff like that. They be trying to get everybody riled up and don't even realize them people come read with us over here. Everybody, do we got Satanists that's here? What do you mean, bro? You look weird. Go have a coffee or something. There are some high priestess in here, folks, that was born into the satanic cult, and they come here and read with us. You look real crazy. You ain't got nothing else better to do with your life. Poor baby. This the only attention they're gonna get is negative. Didn't I tell? We just talked about this earlier, didn't we? When you don't feel like you matter in your life, you want to ruin other people's lives. So you have to make people pay attention to you. And in some ways, most times, the only way is negative attention. That means they don't get a lot of positive attention in their life, and it's really sad. But I mean, you see it every day. Y'all see it in the people that drive cars and everything. It's real, real sad. Poor babies. Because anytime you want to argue with people you don't know, that you don't have no life. Because if that's the highlight of your day, that's sad. That is really, really sad. It's damn. Ooh, baby. Polar babies. Anyway, back to our class, y'all. We just gonna let them be. Y'all ready? We back to our page. Ain't that crazy though? Now that you see, now you see how that works. Y'all starting to see people's character, huh? Y'all starting to see it. It don't matter what they say. You can literally see it now. Since we talked about character and just y'all can see it. You can see what a person is missing in their life by the way that they conduct themselves. You don't even gotta say nothing to them, and they don't have to try to tell you with their lying mouths. You can literally see what I tell you. Thoughts become words, become actions. So what you think of yourself, you'll project that on other people. Or if the only way for you to get attention is to always be the mad person or always be the person that opposes everything, because that's the only way that you can get attention paid to you, then you'll do that. Stand over here. No, I want to stand over here. Because this is the only way you get people to look and pay attention to you, is to go the opposite way and you say, I'm different. Actually, you're just difficult. You're holding up everybody else. Because this is the only way you get attention, is to be negative. It's sad. And I just don't deal with those kind of people, because you're going to take all my energy because you don't have any of your own. No, it's not appealing to me. At all. He hit home because he's still typing. He'll be a family member shortly. Hey, cousin Fletch. Now, y'all ready? he'll be a family member in a minute. Because you wasting a whole bunch of time over here. Now, here we go. Y'all ready? He gonna be like, what's up, family? What's up? Hey, you wanna go to the cookout? You ain't seen the WOU parties. Oh. Oh, welcome. Now, moving on. It says, you who have drunk the clarified wine, you now drink its dregs. For the judgment of the Most High is impartial. Therefore, he did not spare his own sons, but he afflicted them as his enemies because they sinned. Therefore, they were once punished that they might be forgiven. But now, you nations and tribes, you are guilty, because you have trodden the earth all this time, and because you have used creation unrighteously. Yeah, y'all heard that? Oh, had somebody, they hit you in the throat, didn't it? Ooh, wait. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. Y'all got that. Good job. It said, but now you nations and tribes, you are guilty because you have trodden the earth all this time and because you used creation unrighteously. Please tell me what the definition of unrighteously is. Go look up the Webster's definition to unrighteously, and then we gonna turn the page. What's the definition for unrighteously? They said you've been walking this earth all this time, doing all of you took all these steps, going and doing everything you wanted to do. Sinful, not righteous, sinful, wicked, unjust, unmerited, wicked. Ooh, we bring y'all know. Sinful and wicked, doing everything you're big enough and bad enough to do. He said you walked this earth this whole time, and you did it doing sin. My daddy about to talk real good and crazy to y'all. Hope y'all ready. Is you here? Is you here? Is you here? You here? Okay. Okay. He said, for I have benefited you, and you have always denied the beneficence. We're going to go back and read that again. Good morning, Miss Tamisha. It says, but now you nations and tribes, you are guilty because you have walked basically the earth all this time. And because you have used creation wickedly, sinfully. Okay. Then he said, I have always benefited you, and you have denied the beneficence. So he said, I always been good to you, but everything I gave you, you used it for sin and to be wicked and whatever. He said you walked all this time. What did you do with the stuff I gave you? And y'all think I just came up with that. I told y'all. You was a waste of time on my earth. So when I say it, y'all think I'm being mean, but when he say it, then what? Told you, if you only on this earth to please yourself and figure out what you want and only think about yourself, you was a waste of time. It's right here. And it's in other places. I keep telling y'all. And why y'all think I'll be like, oh, how can I help you? How can I help you? How can I need, and it ain't even about the action. If you only benefited yourself and everything that you get is only for you, your life, God said, I gave it to you. Who else ate off the produce that I gave you? The seed I planted in you and the tree that grew up, was you the only one that ate on it? Okay. We're in book 1 on page 627. 626. Okay. Ain't that crazy? Are you the only person that benefits from your money? I ain't let nobody ride in my car. I work too hard for my stuff. God gave it to you. He gave you the ability to use your legs to get up and go work and forget about him and claim that you did it all yourself. Like you wasn't in there praying and hoping that you got the loan and praying and hoping, God, if you let me get this loan on my house, and then you, baby, I've been stacking my money. Lies. And can't nobody use your stuff. Can't nobody benefit from nothing. The knowledge God saving you from getting choked out and shot and going to jail for the rest of your life. And all you worried about is you. You was pointless. You been breathing God's air. You ain't hurting nobody. You ain't helping nobody. Everything that you do is rapacious. Okay? Everything that you do is to take from somebody else and get more for yourself because you greedy and you don't want nobody to be on your level, so you ain't helping nobody get to nothing because you always want to have somebody to look down on. Oh. Who was here when you found out the stingy people going to be sitting right next to the host? And the drug addicts and all of the dirty people, I guess, that people, I'm not calling them dirty. I'm saying this is how the world looks at them, as though they're dirty and less than. So who know that the stingy people is going to be right there on the cell with them, with your clean self and your fine homes and your nice cars. Y'all remember that class? Got chopped right in the throat, didn't you? Ooh, stingy put me in the same place as the person that keep on giving up their body and God say don't do it. Oh. Ooh. Well, let's keep going then. He said, I gave you everything. What you do with it? Right there. He said, for I have always benefited you, and you have always denied the benefits. Beneficence. Basically, all that I do for you. You say you did it for yourself. You say you did it. You got to where you at because you got yourself there. Oh. Oh. I'm gonna just go on over here and read. I'm gonna just put this little light on. What is the profit of being righteous? Oh, it says, and I answered and said, behold, you have shown me the course of times and that which will happen after these things. And you have told me that the retribution. Oh, hold on. Excuse me. Can you please look up the definition of retribution? Can we do that real quick? What's the definition of retribution? The definition, not your definition, the definition. What is it? I've been giving my two coworkers a ride for months, and I never asked for gas money, but they always sneak it in my cup holder. Come on, I used to do that when I was in beauty school. I'm telling you, the old ladies, like people would put out a tip jar, and I didn't put no tip jar out, but they would sneak it in my pocket. I'd be like, no, it's okay. This then and be doing this. You know, you ain't supposed to. You know, you get to keep your tips, baby. I was making a good $200 a day. Thank you, Lord. That's a grand a week in school. What you just said? Well, about 800. Oh, punishment inflicted on someone as vengeance for a wrong or criminal acts. Oh, 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 punishment inflicted on someone as vengeance. Oh, and God says, vengeance is mine, says the Lord. Oh, revenge for the wrong committed. So then you trying to get somebody back mean you ain't got away. If you wanted him to get them for whatever it is that they did to you, because you can't hurt them like he can hurt them. Or did y'all not know that? So you get in God's way, and now he got to come back, and after he paid him back, he got to pay you back doubly. Because one, you got in his way, and two, you took it upon your own hands. So you was in his way. So you're going to get punished doubly. Oh, stay out his way and let him do what he's going to do. Y'all got that part? Don't try to pay nobody back for what they do to you. Let him do it, and they will understand. Because you don't know them as well as God does. And he know how to tap dance on their head. Whether they never feel it in their body, he will lock you in on their mind, baby, till you think they're drive them crazy. This I know. Till they'll be begging to come back and apologize to you. I am so sorry. For real. You can't hurt them like God can get them. Moving on. All right. All right. Okay. It says, and you have told me that the retribution of that which has been spoken by you will come upon the nations. And now I know that there are many who have sinned and who have lived in happiness. I'm going to read that again. And now I know that there are many who have sinned and who lived in happiness and who have left the world. But there will be few nations left in those times to which those words can be spoken of which you said, or which you said. For what is the advantage of this? And or what evil, I'm sorry, hold on. For what is the advantage of this? Or what evil worse than that which we have seen befall us can we expect to see? So he was like, what's worse? What's coming that can be worse than what we already saw? You got to remember, this is when they was putting people on stakes outside of the castles and stuff around this time, pulling people apart with those big old ugly machines that they made, ripping people apart, using horses to rip them apart, drowning people alive, burning people at the stake. It's all this crazy. He said, what's going to be worse than this? What's going to be worse than everybody in Sodom getting burnt up? What's going to be worse than the Egyptians getting drowned? And they babies, all of them waking up and all of their babies is unalive. They first sons. What's going to be worse than our daughters and stuff? What's going to be like, wait a minute, hold up. Have you not seen what you let happen already? And then you talking about in the last times, this. Oh, okay. He said, but I will, okay. He said, for what is the advantage of this, or what evil worse than that which we have seen befall us can we expect to see? But I will continue to speak before you. What have they profited who have knowledge? Who have knowledge before you, and who did not walk in vanity like the rest of the nations? What have they profited who have knowledge before you and who did not walk in vanity like the rest of the nations, and who did not say to the dead, give us life? Give life. Oh, who be praying to the dead people, Dad, and asking them for information and to give them life, the dead folks? I don't know who be doing that, but they was doing that back in Baruch day. Calling to the dead spirits to give them life. Their bodies was dead, but the spirits were still here, the disembodied spirits. The ancestors. Well, ain't nothing new under the sun. Okay, let's keep going. All right. Uh-huh. But I always feared you and did not leave your ways. And behold, they have been diligent, and nevertheless, you have had no mercy on Zion on their account. If there are others who did evil, Zion should have been forgiven on account of the works of those who did good works, and should not have been overwhelmed because of the works of those who acted unrighteously. So basically, he's saying, why did you destroy this place if it was still some good people in there? That it shouldn't have been destroyed for just a little bit of people that was doing wrong. Why you didn't save it for even just the people that was doing good in there? Because everybody wasn't bad. Yeah, I got that. Yeah, I see that. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh Lord. I'm I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta make sure I'm in the right place. I need to get this on my thing. It says, "Oh Lord, my Lord, who can understand your judgment, or who can explore the depth of your way, or who can discern the majesty of your path, or who can discern your incomprehensible counsel? Or who of those who are born has ever discovered the beginning and the end of your wisdom? For we all have been made like breath." Uh-oh. "For as breath ascends without human control and vanishes, so it is with the nature of men, who do not go away according to their own will, and who do not know what will happen to them in the end." He said people don't go away by their own. Even when a person try to commit suicide, you don't go until God say you can die. That's why there's people that have tried to commit suicide in crazy ways and half their skull is gone because they didn't go, because it wasn't your time. You don't get to say when you leave. If God don't say your spirit gotta go, it's gonna stay there. And that's why I said people be talking about they know, unless God show you, you don't know what's gonna happen in the next 5 minutes. You don't even know if you're gonna be alive in the next 5 minutes. And did y'all see it said after you die, you don't know what's gonna happen to you either. Why everybody is talking about they just know they going to heaven. Yes, you hope and you pray, but you really don't know, because if you knew, then there would be no need for you to go in front of a judge on Judgment Day. You only got to go in front of a judge when they gonna decide your fate, not you. Okay. To those of you that have been to court, your life is in somebody else's hands. Your fate when you go in front of a judge. So everybody talking about they already know they going. Why you got to go to Judgment Day again? Everybody going to Judgment Day, from Adam and the angels all the way down. So then, how do you already know where you're going then? Because if you knew, you wouldn't have to go in front of the judge. I don't know if he let me in or not. I pray he do, because his ways are not my ways and his thoughts are not my thoughts. And I don't know how he gonna judge, because every judge is different. Some judges so lazy, and some judges hand you your whole life over to somebody else, to the Department of Corrections or to the death penalty, or they let you go. It depends on the judge. And he the same today and forevermore, but we know he got different facets of himself, and he looks at certain things in a different way. So there's that. Now, all right. He said, "Oh Lord, my Lord, who can understand your judgment, or who can explore the depth of your way, or who can discern the majesty of your path, or who can discern the incomprehensible, uh, incomprehensible counsel, or who of those who are born has ever discovered the beginning and the ending of your wisdom? For we all have been made like breath. For as breath ascends without human control and vanishes, so it is with the nature of men who do not go away according to their own will, and who do not know what will happen to them in the end. For the righteous justly have good hope for the end, and go away from this habitation without fear, because they possess with you a store of good works which is preserved in the treasuries. Therefore, they leave this world without fear and are confident of the world which you have promised to them with an expectation full of joy. But woe to those of us who have also now been treated shamefully and who await evils at this time. But you know exactly what you have made of your servants, for we are not able to understand that which is good like you, our Creator. I shall continue to speak before your presence, O my Lord, when in the beginning of the world did not exist. When in the beginning the world did not exist with its inhabitants, you devised and spoke by means of your word, and at the same time the works of your creation stood before you. So he spoke it, and it was there. And you said that you would make a man for this world as a guardian over your works, that it should be known that he was not created for the world, but the world for him. Did y'all get that? We were not created for the world. The world was created for us to enjoy, and that's why God gets pissed off when we abuse his stuff and don't use it for the uses that he made it for. It's like if you bake somebody a cake and they put it on the floor and stomp on it. That's not the use of that cake. That cake was supposed to be eaten. It's not to be stomped on. If you make a couch for somebody to sit or lay on, they're not supposed to paint on it. It's not a painting canvas. It's a place where you sit. So God be pissed off because we use stuff and we don't use it in its right the way it's supposed to be used, or we don't value it. And he made the world for us, not us for the world. And we worship the things that was made for us to enjoy. They was already ours. Weird. Okay. It says, and now I see that the world which was made for us, behold, it remains, but we, for whom it was made, depart. Y'all got that? It's people that did everything they was big enough and bad enough to do on this planet, and they still died. And the earth is still here, but they ain't. Hate to say it, this gentleman that punched that lady in the face, he did everything he was big enough and bad enough to do, and he lost his life. The earth ain't stopped moving because he ain't here no more. No offense to nobody's families, but it ain't stopped moving because he ain't here. It's still going. Okay. Okay. So, Ellington, if you're going to read ahead, keep it to yourself. Okay. Because that's in there. Oh, you went off my comment. Oh, okay. Because it's coming up. Sorry. Because you know folks will go read ahead and then be trying to. I don't know why they do that. Okay. So that wasn't your intention. All right. Thank you. I'm sorry. But you know folks do me like that. And that's why I be having to wait to tell people the pages. Sorry. Mm-hmm. Okay, y'all, I gotta go pee real quick, and we'll finish this. Can I ask you a question? Anybody get chopped in the throat today? I don't think YouTube is blocked out. People is over here commenting right now. Can't y'all see me right here? It's not blacked out. You said show did. Well, good. See, we making y'all neck strong. That's all. I'm just making your neck strong. Just making your neck strong. Look at that. Making you into a real soldier. I feel like it's a whole bunch of stuff I need to be doing today. Can I ask y'all a question? Did you ever in your life think that you would be studying the Bible every single day? Did you ever? Everybody live acting up, y'all. Let me see if I got too many windows open. That could be it. Oh, that's a possibility. Oh, probably. Uh-huh. That's probably it. Well, oh, 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 oh. Well, let's see if you got a whole bunch of different apps open. It could make everything run slow. I never knew I could understand the word differently from what I saw. Wow. All right. Nope, I used to pick it up and they try to read it and always was discouraged. Not every day. Yeah, Edison said, nah, not every day. Never thought I'd read it every day. I love it. Nope, and didn't. I love it. And now look at you, reading the Bible every day like your grandma and the deacon. Get mad if somebody interrupts you and you got to set your books down. Look at you. Look at you. Listen here. Look at you. See, it's the people in the thing that'll call you a hypocrite now. Because you used to say it don't take all that. You was going to go to school for it. Okay. All right. Well, you was already ready for it. Uh-huh. Who's the hypocrite now? Y'all remember y'all used to say it don't take all that? I just got my timeline recently. It's be a good job. Do it make you happy? Especially when it's good. I've been distracted all morning. Me too. It's just a lot going on. I had before, but wondered about the stories in depth that you are uncovering. Oh, pretty cool. Wait a minute. Hold on. I started to buy me a neck brace today. What you said? Because if you was like, oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait, that's to me. Okay. All right. Well, let's get back to it since y'all like reading the Bible and stuff. Y'all like doing that kind of stuff. You sure do. You do. Didn't even know. And don't let somebody call me when you lie. Oh, Jesus. Y'all stop being mean. Learn something new every day. I like that. Different every day. Come on. See, that's what I'm talking about. And that's why the Bible say, Jesus say, come and learn of me. Learn of my ways. Learn how I like stuff now. You can't say you my kid. Okay, let me ask you a question. Parents, kids. And that can be any age. If you a parent or a kid, which we all got to be one or the other. Tell me you don't know your mama and your daddy. You know what your mama and daddy gonna do before they even say it, don't you? You done learned your parents so well. You know what your mama and daddy from a kid. You know this, right? So then, how you don't know how your daddy likes stuff, and you a Christian? How you don't know his ways, but he your daddy? How you don't know that? Because if he was your daddy, you would know he don't like that. Not what the church is telling you. You have a personal relationship. Don't nobody gotta come and tell you how your parent move. Because if somebody come and say, "Oh, your mama," you would be my mama ain't did that. Now that I know. Now maybe it is, but nah, that ain't even in my mama character. Okay, so you can. I'm sorry. His ways are higher than our ways, right? So then how can you, I mean, but you know a little bit about your parents, even if you don't know everything, you could tell a person about your parents. I don't know. I ain't been around my mama in years, and I can pretty much tell you what she do all day. First thing she gonna do, second thing she gonna do, third thing. Now some of those things might have changed maybe in the last couple of years, but for the most part, I can tell you what my mama gonna do all day. She gonna get up, she gonna go to the bathroom. If it's any clothes that need to be washed, she about to go put them clothes in the washing machine. She gonna go in the kitchen, look in there, take out whatever meat she planning on cooking, because she gonna cook dinner before everybody even get up for breakfast. And she probably gonna make breakfast. By that time, it's time for her to go get that load out, put it in the dryer. She probably gonna make her some pine sol bleach water and sit it on the counter. She either gonna make a smoothie or some kind of healthy. Like I can walk through my mama day, and I ain't lived around her in over 10 years. She gonna go hike the mountain or go work out or go ride her bike. She gonna come back, wake everybody up, tell them they need to get up because she tired or what. Like I can almost walk you through my mama day. So how do you not know you God's child and you know you going to heaven and you know this and that, but you don't know his ways? Not what your pastor say, but what he say to you about you walking through your life. If my mama called my name in a crowd, I'll know her voice. Do you know God's voice? Do you know your daddy voice? Do you know that when that still small voice tell you, don't go over there. You had that random thought? This is why God got a lot of voices, because it sounds like your voice in your head. Remember we heard that he got many voices? It just sounds like your thoughts, but it'd be quieter than the noise. Makes sense. Something told me in my mind. So God used your voice or your thought patterns. It's like thoughts. It's like downloads. Boom. But it sounds like something you would say. You might not necessarily hear a voice, but you know what I'm saying. You think it's you in your mind, but really a lot of times it be him. Especially if it's just calm. You like, where'd that come from? That's why my daddy got a lot of voices. And that's why the demons try to imitate him with a lot of voices in one body with the condition schizophrenia. The demons are trying to mimic my dad. Everything that they do is copyright infringement and intellectual property right infringement. God got many voices, so then they try to pile up in a body so they can act like God. So it's a whole bunch of voices in one body. There's nothing that they do that's original. Sucks. Ain't that right, Tracy? Thank you. It's a real thing. They just copy everything. They want to be him so bad. They want his reverence. They want his power. They want his everything. So everything that they do, it's like the person that watches you. And I have this happen to me, and it's weird. It's been happening to me my whole life, and it irritates the hell out of me. Don't watch me and be me. It's weird. Watch me, learn from me, and be yourself. Don't take every single thing that I do and lie and make it your own. It's weird. God made us all different. Now we can pick up pieces from each other and sayings, but don't take my life and try to make it yours. That's spooky. You gonna take my words and these ain't your experience. It's crazy. It's spooky. It's weird. I don't like it. God made us all individual for a reason. But you gonna take my words and say them back to me like they your own. Okay, we're moving on. You gonna be me to me. Really. That's weird. Kind of single white female-ish a little bit. Single black, single Hispanic, single whatever. Single. It's weird. Have you ever seen that movie? Anybody seen Single White Female? Mirroring, exactly. It's weird. It's giving obsessed stalker. Yeah. Yeah, it's giving envious, jealous. It's giving a lot of stuff. It's giving weirdo, most of all. It's giving very weird. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's real weird. Yes, I met a lot of them in real life. Yes, it's real lady like. It's spooky. Yeah. Okay, come on. All right, here we go. All right. 15, I'm thinking. It says, and the Lord answered me and said to me, you are rightly astonished about man's departure, but your judgment about the evils which befell those who sin is incorrect. Y'all see, God told him right there, you don't think like I think. Did y'all see that? Quickly, God told him, oh, I heard your thoughts, but you don't think like I think. Because your thoughts are incorrect about the judgment and the people that sin. See, God don't have no problem with getting you in check. He gonna tell you, no, that's not right. Real quick. And the Lord answered and said to me, you are rightly astonished about man's departure, but your judgment about the evils which befell those who sin is incorrect. And with regard to what you say about the righteous who are taken away and the wicked ones who are happy, and with regard to what you say that man does not know your judgment, for this reason, now listen, and I shall speak to you. Pay attention, and I shall let my word and I shall let my words be heard. Let my words be heard. It is true that man would not have understood my judgment if he had not received the law, and if he were not instructed with understanding. But now he trespassed. Having understanding, he will be punished because he has understanding. God put a sense of right and wrong in you before you were ever even born. An understanding of right and wrong. It's built in. From the first man until us right now. Nobody don't gotta be around you as a little kid when you go and sneak and get cookies? You know it's wrong because you're sneaking. What you doing, huh? Nothing. And now you're a liar. So you're deceitful, you a thief, and now you're a liar. All it too. My key. This is why the Bible say train them up in the way that they should go, and it'll never depart from them. Oh yes, you let them lie. You let them, and I'm not saying you, Miss Rose. I'm saying, oh, I'm not gonna worry about it. Oh, okay, well you teaching them to be a liar, a thief, and a deceitful person right there. Y'all still love me? Are y'all about to go? Is it time for somebody to head out real quick, or y'all done put the fingers up like, oh, that my cue. I'm about to go. I'm about to leave. She did hit stepped on my toe. Let me listen. Uh-oh. Okay. All right. Mm. Okay. Oh. And the wicked ones who are happy. And with regard to what you say, that man does not know your judgment for this reason. Now I shall speak and let you hear my words. Okay. Moving on. Okay. He will be punished. Okay. And with regard to the righteous ones, those whom you said the world has come on their account, yes. Also, that which is coming is on their account. So the heaven that's coming is for the good people, and the earth was supposed to be made for the good people, right? It says, for this world is to them a struggle and an effort with much trouble, and that accordingly which will come a crown with great glory. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. I'm going to suffer now so I can live good later. That sounds good to me. Let me go on and put this to the side right now, but it's going to pay off later. Just like y'all changing y'all finances around and believing God and doing your thank you list and giving when you could. Mhm. That part. 627. All right. It says, and I answered and said, oh Lord, my Lord, behold, the present years are few and evil, and who can inherit that which is unmeasurable in this short time? I'm going to read that again. Listen. And I answered and said, O Lord, my Lord, behold, the present years are few and evil. And who can inherit that which is unmeasurable in this short time? He said, how in the world, with all the evil and all of the temptation and stuff, we ain't even hear that long. We barely hear a tenth of the time of one day of your time. Like, how are we supposed to inherit a time of unmeasurable time? And we ain't even here that long. Okay? He said, help me understand. Tell them they don't be asking the questions we be asking. That's why these books are good. Because that's why I like Ezra and these books, because they ask the questions we ask in our own mind. They literally ask, they make it like, oh, they were so sanctified and they already know. No, they didn't. That how they got their answers is they kept asking questions. You see, he keep asking questions and God keep answering them. The Bible said we have not because we ask not, and when we ask amiss. When we want knowledge, it's to front on other people and not to understand. That's why I said I write down questions with question marks, and he answers my questions. Tell me he ain't been answering y'all questions. You might have asked, is there more to the Bible? You may have asked, God, I want a closer relationship with you. Did he use TikTok to do so or YouTube? Now you're asking, wait a minute, God, wait, what? Hold on. So, question. But did they question? Is this question? He said, and I got all the answers if you want them. But it's not going to come from your normal source. You're going to have to go looking elsewhere. You see how that works? God can use TikTok to give you your answers. He can use the grocery store. Everything belongs to him, so he can use whatever part of his creation he wants. The TV, the radio, a billboard, whatever. It don't have to be through the Bible always. He owns everything. Everything. He can use a damn tree to give you revelation if he wants to. Because everything is his. So he can talk to you in 1,000 ways. It ain't just one way he got to talk to you. That's why I said quit putting him in a box. I don't say it only got to come from my pastor. It only got to come from God. It only got to come from you. And that means you can send it any way you need to. You can use whoever, whenever, whatever. Hell, you can have a cat walk up to me and have money in their hand if you want to. You did it with a fish. You let a donkey tell a man, the angel of the Lord is right here about to kill you. And you keep on kicking me and hitting me, but I'm trying to save your damn life. I done ran out into the field and the angel met us over there. I done ran over here and tried to squeeze under this bridge where I didn't think, and he was standing there, wherever I go, he right here. He said, so if he can use a donkey to tell me that an angel is up here about to cut my head off, he can use a flower to show me something. He can use a burning bush. Come on. Whatever he want. Good morning, y'all. You put him in a box and say, "Can it only come from here?" I don't know where he's gonna send revelation from, but I'm hoping. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So he said, and the Lord answered and said to me, with the Most High, no account is taken of much time and of few years. For what did it profit Adam that he lived 930 years and transgressed that which he was commanded? Therefore, the multitude of time that he lived did not profit him, but it brought death and cut off the years of those who were born from him. Or what did it harm Moses that he lived only 120 years? And because he subjected himself to him who created him, he brought the law to the descendants of Jacob, and he lighted a lamp to the generation of Israel. So God said, it don't matter how long you live. If you didn't do right with the time that you was here, it was pointless. So a person can live a shorter amount of time and not go to church. But guess what? They might affect more souls than you. I keep asking you how many people you done brought to God. Because as a Christian, you're supposed to be catching the lost souls from Lucifer. So if all of your Christianity and you being saved was only about you and you only are worried about your soul, you one of those folks that lived for a long time in your life. Again, was pointless because you cost people and did not add. What are you doing with the minutes, milliseconds, hours, and days, and weeks, and months that God is giving you? Are you the only person that benefits from that? When you wake up in the morning, are you only worried about what you need to do and what's going on with you? Or are you thinking about how you can help others as well? You do not want your life to be pointless. Need another example? The tree. Remember when Jesus walked past the tree and it wasn't producing no fruit, and he walked back by it a time later and it still wasn't produced. So it was probably a couple months because it wasn't no day or two. He walked and went somewhere, maybe it was a month or whatever, and it still didn't. He shriveled it. You don't even need to be sucking up the nutrients out of the soil. You taking from the plants that's really gonna produce. You not gonna do nothing. It's people like that at your job. They come there just to suck up. I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. That ain't my job. I ain't doing that. Well, what you gonna work for? You making everybody else's job hard because you don't want to produce nothing. Go home. Don't come here. You want to ruin everybody else's day because you stupid. If you didn't want the job and you don't want to do no extra, go somewhere else. Y'all know what else that is in reference to too? Remember we talked about marriages? And I told y'all don't let people fool you because they've been together a long time. That stuff was like it's real. Some people are just good business partners and they got a whole nother life. And a lot of times it comes out once the kids is older. The daddy done been had a girlfriend for 20 years and mama been having her friend over here. But they played this role and stayed together. That's why I tell you when people be like, oh, I've been with my person 25 years. But have y'all lived like y'all married for 25 years? Because I know people that's been married to their spouses for 25 years, but they didn't have a whole dude that the husband know about for 10 years. I'm not envious of that because you ain't living your marriage. So time don't mean nothing. It was a waste. You could have been with somebody because what you're showing your children is adultery. If you think they don't know, you are putting this into your bloodline, into your generational. That's sin. So not only are you putting that into your generations, you living a lie. God hate liars. And then you try to sell somebody on your lie. Really? You teaching your children how to be deceitful. You teaching your children how to be adulterers. You teaching your children how to be liars and break God's covenant is what you're teaching them. Oh, well, my mom and daddy was together, but my daddy always had a girlfriend. Every once in a while, they'll fall out. He'll go live with somebody, and then they'll come back together. So that's what you're teaching them about marriage. That's what marriage is like. Your children learn how to live from you. So if they see their daddy walking around with his hands and he got his pants down, little baby, he gonna pull his pants down. Little poo-poo gonna pull his pants down, and he gonna sit there and he gonna put his little fake gun in his thing, and he gonna do exactly what he see you do. Mamas, if she see you walk and act a certain way when men come around, she gonna do that, and she too be popping when she stop. like a motor that won't cut off. And every time she moves, she bouncing. Because that's how you conduct yourself. If you walk hard with men, I'm going to tell you how I know. Listen. Before my daughter knew anything about homosexuality, she was 5 in kindergarten. Okay? She didn't know nothing about homosexuality or the community. She was 5. She had no idea. We didn't talk about sex like that in our house, about none of that. They was just kids in my house. Well, her teacher in kindergarten was in the community. And so she would come home and tell me and my dude at the time, well, mommy, Mr. Such and Such isn't like a daddy. He's like a mommy. I said, well, what you mean, baby? She said, he's just like a mommy. I said, oh, okay. All right, well, that's okay. Then one day my 5-year-old came home and she said, mommy, can I tell you something? I said, yes. She said, Mr. Such and Such, when these teachers around, he walks like this. She said, but when these teachers around, he walks like this, mommy. And she said, and then he runs like this sometimes when this person is around, but when they're not around, he runs like this, Mom. This is what my 5-year-old child, these are her observations, that when these people are around, he act like this. And then when they're not around, how he's walking in front of us and how he's conducting himself is like a woman. She was 5. She knew that when certain teachers was around, he didn't do certain things. But when they was not around, he conducted himself in this way. So who's being deceitful? So you will let my children see you act one way, but when the parents come around, you don't do that. She was with this man 8 hours a day. She was 5. And I didn't tell her, oh, I didn't bring in his sexual orientation about nothing. I said, well, you know, some people run differently, baby. But at 5, she knew the difference. She could see this is one way and this is something else. See how many tell me kids don't pay attention? You mean they don't see nothing? She was 5. And she could see that this man conducted himself one way in front of certain people and one way in front of other people, or when other people were not around. She had sense enough to see that at 5. You had a male teacher tell my 4-year-old, be quiet, or he would sit on his face. Y'all better start listening to these kids. I know you're not lying, and I know he wasn't lying either. Because there's a lot of people that prey on children and put ideas in their head in school. You think it, you say it, you act on it. There's a lot of predators that become teachers. And they have fantasies about our children. And the easiest way for them to get next to them is to be a teacher. And then y'all dressing y'all kids like grown women. And that's what predators do. They dress babies in grown-up clothes because they want to have grown-up fantasies. about your babies. They don't want to see them in little girl and little boy clothes. They want to see them in grown folks clothes, which is exactly how y'all dress them now. Wonder who's pushing that agenda. Because they don't dress like little kids no more. They're just like grown women and grown men. Oh, right up the predator's eye. Because they feel like they're grown enough to have grown-up time. And so then the grown-up clothes make them grown-up. They want to see your baby in some hair down to her butt and a cute crop top with makeup on at 5. That's what they do. That's what they do. That's what they do. They dress the babies up in grown folks' clothes. That's what they do. So if I'm a predator and this is what's on my computer at home, I can get my rocks off all day at school because you dressing your baby like a grown woman or a grown man, and that's what I like to see in men anyway. Think about who's pushing what agenda. I mean, both of my parents are teachers and they said no to public school. Come on, baby. That's why I told you I was up at my kids' school like every day. I'm the teacher, you go know me. I'm gonna come up here. I'm gonna go park my car, wait 10 minutes in my car, and pop back in, not just for my kid, for you. So that you understand, I might come back at lunchtime and bring them some lunch. And then I might come back and come in early and sit in the back of your class and do what did. I'm about to see. And the kids is gonna be looking at you crazy if this ain't normally how you is. Because they not gonna understand. So if you change it up, because I'm in here, these kids, not my kids, the other kids that's gonna say, teacher, we don't normally. Well, why are you doing that? That's not what we do. We do this because they get used to routine and they gonna tell on you. If you acting fake, they gonna tell. Teachers. Oh, they forgot this. I need to go ahead and take it in there too. I ain't forgot to tell y'all I was coming. That's what happened. Yeah. All right, let's get this popping. I'm about to go. Okay. Skip down for me real quick. Down to 19, and then I'm going to go after this. It says, and he answered and he said to me, therefore he appointed a covenant for them at that time and said, behold, I appointed for you life and death. And he called heaven and earth as a witness against them. For he knew that his time was short, but that heaven and earth will stay forever. They, however, sinned and trespassed after his death, although they knew they had the law to reprove them and the light in which nothing could err, apart from the spheres which witnessed in me. And I judge everything that exists. It said the spheres, the circles, like a globe, spheres, circles, like a globe. Um, that would be the heavens, and the different earths that God called to witness, because they are beings and they're alive. I just want to know if y'all some cheers. Mhm. Which witnessed in me, and I judge everything that exists. You, however, should not think about this in your heart, and you should not be afflicted because of the things which have been. For now the end of times is at stake, whether it be property, happiness, or shame, and not its beginning. For when a man is happy in his youth and is treated badly in his old age, he forgets all happiness he possessed. And further, when a man is badly treated in his youth, but will be happy in the end, he does not remember his disgrace anymore. And further, listen, even if everyone had been happy continually since the day death was decreed against those who trespassed, but was destroyed in the end, everything would have been in vain. Therefore, behold, the days will come and the times will hasten more than the former, and the periods will hasten more than those which are gone, and the years will pass more quickly than the present ones. Therefore, I now took away everything. Oh, I'm sorry. Therefore, I now took away Zion to visit the world in its own time more speedily. Now, however, remember everything which I commanded you, and seal it in the interior of your mind, and go away and sanctify yourself for 7 days, and do not eat bread, and do not drink water, and do not speak to anybody. Remember, I told you God used to turn my phone off when I was studying all of this stuff. People say, I've been calling you for a month. My phone ain't ring one time. And then I would call the phone company and say that, oh, we got an outage in your area. Well, everybody else's phone is working but mine. He didn't want me talking to nobody because he wanted to talk to me himself. He wanted to tell me his mysteries. And sometimes when you got a lot of people around you, God ain't going to give you his secrets. If you're not okay with getting off to yourself and listening to what he got to say, he said, don't talk to nobody about what I'm telling you about. Be quiet. He said, sanctify yourself. Go fast and pray, and then I'll tell you something. But right now, it's too much junk and cloudiness and too many people around you for you to even hear what I got to say. So I ain't going to waste my time. But if you want to hear from me, come meet me in my favorite spot, wherever you come meet me every day. And don't have nobody. This is why I tell y'all, get up and seek God in the morning before you talk to anybody else, your husband, your spouse, whoever. Get up and give God the first of your day, and he will tell you the things that you need to know. Meet him in the same place every morning, downstairs at the coffee table or wherever. Meet him. Go to the same place every day for 30 days at the same time if you can, or at least your first 30 days up, and see if your life don't change. And just sit there if you don't know what to say. Turn on some gospel music and let it play for 30 minutes. Maybe he don't want you to say nothing. Maybe you talk too much. Maybe he been trying to talk to you, but you always asking or saying or whatever. So he can't even answer your questions because you always talking. How about you listening? He'll tell you Mark 7 or Genesis 4 or whatever you got. He might tell you to flip to page 272 in your book, and everything in there is going to be for you. But you can't listen if you always talking. Ain't that what they say? So maybe he been answering you, but you've been over talking him so you couldn't hear. Thank you, Mr. Zion. I appreciate that. Do you see what I'm saying? It's a real thing, y'all. God wants to answer your question. He wants you to be aware. He wants you to know. But it's your choice. He ain't going to force you. Just like your man or your woman, she ain't trying to share you. We can go over here, but by 7:30, babe, you know what it is. I'll be ready to go home and it just be me and you. Because it's some things I need to talk to you about. Y'all know what that look mean. He wants some intimate time with you. She wants some intimate time with you. Okay? God be wanting intimate time with you. He don't want everybody around. And he want to be, yes, the blinks, babe. We got to go home and do that thing we got to do. Remember I talked to you about it yesterday? That one thing. Remember I was telling you we got to work on that one thing? You remember? Yeah, that. I'm sorry, y'all. We got to go. We had some stuff planned before we came here, but God says, you ever going to take time out from dealing with everybody else to spend time with me? Listen to what I got to say to you. Let me whisper in your ear my secrets. You don't want it? Thank you. You don't want it? You don't want that? Cause some stuff he only want to tell you. Just like there's some stuff my man better not be telling nobody else. If I'm a husband, my wife better not be telling nobody else how much she whatever. That's for me. That's what I want. We know. Them is our secrets. Y'all want to hear something? What God told me in 2017, He didn't let me tell it until 2019. And then it was reality in 2020. There were things when I told you God was waking me up in the middle of the night and I would have these dreams and I would have these visions and He would let me find this one word and it leads me off. Like I told y'all, me studying something from the olden days led me to the G7. Well, right after He had me studying about the G7 was in the news. That was in the news, and that's how I started learning about the G7. And then what did He do? He sent me this. At the Goodwill. And I wish I would have bought all of them. They had a whole bunch of them. He sent me this. Right after he taught me about the G7, he sent me this. And then, what was in here? The world and the systems of what? The United Nations. That's the G7. Those are the people that rule the United Nations, the G7. So he had me go study something from the Bible or one of these books that led me to the G7. Then I went to the Goodwill, and this book was here. The United Nations Family of Organizations. Why would he want me to have this information? Main organs of the UN. Subsidiary organs of the UN. Oh. Purposes and principles of the UN. Membership. Admission of the members. The members, when they were admitted, and what countries. Suspension and expulsion. Representation of the nations in the UN. Oh. United Nations member states, as of this was June of 2006. Afghanistan, Albania, Algeria, and the like. Records and documents. Disabled persons. Look at me. Got folded stuff in here. Y'all know. What was I about to read right here? Arms. Oh. Arms regulation and disarmament. The United Nations. Arms regulation and disarmament. Special sessions at the General Assembly on disarmament. Oh, you mean world governing is what I was reading about back then. That the guy reduction of military budgets. Oh, the law of the sea for the United Nations. Under the sea. Under the sea. Even the media campaigns for the United Nations. And that's so funny because where did our school go? Around the world. Who do we talk to? All the people in what? The United Nations. What do we study about? All of the nations. So So I had to look in one of my books. Matter of fact, I'll tell you what it was. It was Nostradamus. I was reading Nostradamus, and that's how I found out about the G7, if I'm not mistaken. Something that one of his quatrains looked up a people, boom, it led me to this meeting, and then God sent me this book. Or either I already had the book and then I found out how it was relevant. Whichever way it went, the information was there. It's all kind of stuff in here. Because to study the word, I gotta, if this is coming for the world, so then I need to understand the world. Now, what's funny is this book talks about disarming, and then if I go over here and grab this book right here, let's see. This book says the revival of the Roman Empire under the guise of the European Union, the globalist plans for a one world government, the threat from big government in its assault on your privacy and personal freedom, living in a surveillance society where our phone calls are monitored. Hello, GOV. The rise of the Russian imperialism, the secret agenda behind the PLO Israeli peace agreement, the danger of the new inquisition against Christians and Jews. The coming economic crash, the cashless society, and the financial conspiracies during the last days. Financial conspiracies during the last days. The economic crash and the cashless society. The plans for a national identification system and the mark of the beast, 666. This is the book that I read when I was 15 years old, and this is what CERCA was reading about. You mean all the stuff that's happening right now? Because my daddy was telling me his secrets when I was 15. And it's happening in my 40s. And I've always been by myself. He didn't never keep a lot of people around me, and they always thought I was crazy. And when I was trying to tell them to read this book right here, they didn't want it. And now they talking about putting luciferays in our skin exactly like this. The stuff from the glowworms under the sea or whatever they call. The luciferays, the glowing blue. See, here they had it glowing red, but if you go look at the marks that they're talking about, that's why the blue lights is in your city right now. They put it on here as red. It's not going to be red. It's going to be blue. As a matter of fact, I saw, and I know y'all saw the girl, in order to go into the store, she had to stand on the shoes, and they did facial recognition. If you pay attention to the sign that's up at the top, it's called Blue Line. I rewinded it several times so I could see it. So you had to stand on the shoes. She said, wait a minute, what do you mean? He said, you got to stand on the shoes, and then it opened the door for her. Well, guess what? On that sign where it says we use facial recognition, right down under the bottom of there, the company was called Blue Line. I don't know if y'all paid attention when I reshared that, and I'll be hoping y'all be zooming in on stuff and trying to see everything that's right there. Blue Line. Like the blue lights, this and all the blue cameras and all the blue that's on the public transportation. The Blue Line, huh? Blue Line company, everything about to be blue. That's how they about to see. If you got the marker, now that's crazy, isn't it? That's why they got us so used to the LED lights and stuff because they're gonna be everywhere. They're gonna read our marks. Well, not our, because I don't plan on getting one, but the marks, not our. Not our. I don't plan to take my life. I'm gone and unalive me. Staying on this earth ain't that important. Mm-hmm. So. Mm. I know I saw that auntie hit me this morning. I seen it right before I got on here that The Witcher season 3 is out. Y'all know what I'm about to do. It's Friday, isn't it? Is it Friday? So they Thursday or Friday? Thursday or Friday? Oh, it's Thursday. Yep. So I'm gonna watch it. My kids. Yeah. So I love y'all. Hopefully you got chopped in the throat real good today. Newbies, I hope you got chopped in the throat too. We whoops everybody around here. Ain't no special children. Everybody gets the same treatment. There's no special students. Everybody get the same treatment. Everybody gonna get chopped because I want your neck to be strong. So that way when they start punching on you, the devil, you can and not be strained. You ain't gonna throw your back out or nothing. We're gonna make your neck strong, then we're gonna make your back strong, we're gonna make your toes hard and get this head good. So that way when they yeah, you can take a few punches from the enemy now. Yes. Because I'm training you to be soldiers of the Lord. You got to be strong. You got to be wise. You got to have strategy if you go win the war against the forces of darkness. You need information. You need intel on how the enemy works. See, we getting all of that around here. Bobbing and weaving. What you just said? Come on. Because now you can fight a little bit. Now you can fight the enemies that be, the powers that be. You're learning how to fight the enemy, and you ain't always having to throw up your white flag now. You know where to go to get the info. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Oh, good morning, TT Circus. TT baby. Good morning, TT Circus. I love it. The TT Circus I absolutely love. Good morning, TT. And TT Circle. Don't forget that. Circus and Circle. Good morning, TT Circle. Good morning, TT Circus. Kind of like my real name. I just answer. It's okay. I think I used to it. Hi. I just answer. TT Circa. TT Circle. CERCA. I answer to that as well. So, yeah. It's kind of just like my real name. It's close enough. Fine. I'll have it. See, God prepared me with my real name not to be worried about it with this one. You see what I'm saying? It ain't none of them ever be right. It's okay. TT Circle. Yes, TT Circle. Oh, server. Don't forget that. I'm server too. You sure said it. TT server as well. Server, circle, and circus. Circa, circle, circus, and server. Definitely been server a lot. What about surfer? No. I don't know though. They might have called me something like that on another space. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that, Mr. Rashad. So, hopefully, y'all got punched in y'all throat a little bit. Yeah, you got your little workout on today. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go, and then I'll be back. I'll be back in a little bit. Gotta go do a few things today. Get my life together. So, I love y'all. Go eat something. Have a good day at work. Learn something. Just be out here wasting God's hours, days, times, and breaths. Who don't want to waste their breath no more? Who want to live on purpose now, for real, for real? After reading what we read, does this not make you want to think about everything that you do? Not in a way of, oh God, I'm going to hell, but damn, I ain't even as good as a person as I thought I was, Dad. Make you read. You ain't got no time to be worried about changing nobody else. You trying to make sure that you're doing everything you need to do so that you can be in place. I do not care about what you don't. Listen, do you want it or not? Because I got to be getting my own stuff together. It ain't that I ain't worried about you, but I'm not about to waste time sitting here when I could be working on myself. Do you want it or not? You don't want to hear it? Fine. I'm not shoving it down your throat. But I'm about to go get it. I'm about to eat it. I'm about to use it. I'm about to put my Band-Aid on me. I don't gotta wait for you to listen. Okay, y'all don't believe it? Okay, look at this. It's people that laughed at y'all because y'all was buying emergency stuff. And they said that didn't apply to their life and it ain't happened yet, so they not gonna worry about it. What's going on right now? Tell me. They need gas masks. They need water filtration. They need a way to keep the lights on. Everything. There's no ways to cook. Some people have not had electricity in over 2 weeks. No food in the stores. Come on. So every single thing that God whispered in your ear and has been preparing you for, other people are just having to deal with it in shock. Because they didn't listen. It's bad in Tulsa. The food is spoiled in the stores. God got us ready. And you don't want to talk to him? You don't want to know what he got to say? You don't want to benefit nobody else in his world but you? You're pointless. Why are you even here? And I say that, people like, who are you? No, this is what he say. You done walked this earth this whole time and you did nothing with all the steps that you took. And if you did, you was running the evil things. How to deceive people and do things wrong. What are you doing with the steps he allows you to take? What are you doing with the breaths he allows you to breathe? Because now, that's all in jeopardy. Your breaths could definitely be shortened. The glamorous food everybody been eating ain't available like that no more. Ain't no bag to flash in nobody's face come a couple of days from now because we going to Fed now. So everything that the world taught y'all that was right was really not valuable. I told you, those are not things of value. I'm trying to tell you. The things that's going to be valuable now is how you going to cook, how you going to light your house, how you going to keep warm, how you going to feed your family, how you going to filter your water, how you going. That's the important stuff. It's already happening, Mr. Gentleman, too. It's already at people's doors. We have maybe thousands of people in our community that have been without power, that didn't have no ice, that all their food spoiled, that they ain't got no internet, and they don't have, their phone systems ain't working. This is all happening right now. It's people that don't got no water and still ain't had no water, I think, in Mississippi. It's people that ain't had no internet. It's all happening, right? And, the air quality. It's at our door. It's here. It's knocking. We're here. We're seeing it. Oh, and it ain't no food now because we got to peel and lab-created meat. So, everybody that called us crazy last year is looking and thinking now. I promise you, whether they say anything to you or not, you can't not see it. It's everywhere. And they thinking about when you call them and you say, hey, bro, I know you think I'm crazy, but it ain't going to be no food or it ain't going to be no this or the air quality, man. We buying gas masks. People was laughing at us last year because we was buying gas masks. Remember? Y'all remember people was laughing at us? They was laughing at us when we got water filtration straws until all of the water systems in America started getting poisoned. They was laughing at us for buying canned bread and canned food, and guess what? They back on that BS in the grocery stores. Come on, Miss Michelle. Come on, sugar. Come on. Literally laughed at us and called us crazy. And now they calling, ain't they, Dave? They called us crazy, but now they calling. Hey, Dave, you said you got them gas masks from where, huh? So what all you got over there for your food, huh? Babe, you said you need, okay, I'm going to call you back. You know what? It's a lady on TikTok. She got a couple videos she can show you. Because I got some stuff to do. I'll call you later. I ain't telling you nothing. You don't need to know what I got. You don't need to know what you said calling all day. I know they is. Emailing you, hey, sis, where that video at? I think you shared this with me. I was going to try to look into some of this stuff because, it's stuff getting crazy. Now, Who tripping? Who crazy? Who God ain't real? Who God is a sky daddy that ain't real like folks be saying? Well, he sure did tell us everything we needed before it happened, so I'll keep on talking to sky daddy. Yeah, about that. Because the news told y'all after it happened, so you niggas been breathing in the breath for however long, the air, the water. They can only tell you after the outbreak of the food is bad. They not telling you before. But my daddy told us all of that. He got us ready for all of it. The vegetables going bad. We was already buying them. He told us to buy powdered eggs. We did it, and then they got rid of all the chickens. He told us to buy the canned meat, and then they killed all the fish, cows, and whatever else. Uh, we've been ahead of the game the whole time. He told us it wasn't going to be no money next year to buy everything that we need to buy, and now they got fed now, where they can turn your money off if you are not complying with what they want you to do. Well, we didn't have to run out and go wait for no gas masks. We didn't have to do that. We already had them in here. So we woke up and they said you can't go outside with the gas mask on. We're not trapped in the house. We can go outside. If they say you got to boil your water or find another way to filter your water, this filter's 1,100 gallons. It's one straw. And this is an electric rechargeable water filter. So here go 2 ways. And then I have a generic Berkey in there that filters 6,000 gallons of water. So I'm going to run it through my Berkey. I'm going to run it through this. I'm going to run it through my Berkey. And then I'm going to drink it out of this. So that's 3 extra things of water filtration. And they poison in the rivers, in the streams. Oh. Oh. So we don't gotta run to go get nothing because wow, God, everybody wasn't worried about it. They didn't want to hear about it. We were buying our stuff. You might take out all the minerals, honey. Have you seen the chemicals that they're dumping? The damn chemicals they dumping in there took all the minerals out. Are you paying attention? There's whole tankers full of thousands of gallons of very harmful chemicals showing up everywhere. Like 20 of them 10 of them fell in the main rivers and lakes and stuff in the United States. Check out the water sources and see where those chemicals, like these are real maps you can go and look up. Right, and they telling you can't even catch your own rainwater. It's illegal. You better get your stuff. Hey, Mr. Jerry. Listen here. It's not a game. It is not a game, y'all. Y'all better get y'all stuff. Everybody called us crazy, but we got our stuff. If they hit the power today, we got lights. If they hit the power, we can cook. If they hit the whatever, like, we good. We ain't got, I mean, we got our stuff, don't we? We got our portable toilets. We got our trenching tools if we got to dig a hole. We got our axes if we need to chop down some firewood. We got it. And we ain't saying it like, oh, whatever. We saying it like we listen, we believe what God said, and now we see that what he said was coming actually happened. And we live solar everything. Come on. Come on. Come on. I can plug my ice maker into my solar panel thing and make me some ice to save my meat until they figure out what they gonna do. Where do you get all oh, okay, so Yayo, go to CERCA TROVA 22 not .com, on YouTube. And I got 2 videos. One is called Survival 2.0, and one is Survival. Just look up CERCA TROVA Survival and Survival 2.0 on YouTube. It's like 4 hours together, these 2 videos, and I go through all the stuff that I think you need, and 99.9% of it you can get it on Amazon or at camping stores and stuff right now. Yeah. And you can fast forward. I mean, I'm holding up this stuff, so you can just, screenshot or be writing your list. That's what a lot of people do. Yes. CERCA TROVA Survival and Survival 2.0 on YouTube. It's 2 videos. Go there and just screenshot, go through, write down whatever you got to write down, or have you another device and be putting it in your cart so you can know. That's what everybody else do. Yep. So, with that, at at WOIU, we outside university, we are prepared, at least for something. We might not have every single thing, but we ain't out here like sitting ducks. Like most of the world trying to buy Gucci belts that they can't eat and fresh, all these red bottom shoes. We stopped doing that. We stopped buying bundles. We stopped we started doing all our own stuff. Brothers was doing their own lineup, started growing locks, whatever they had to do. Quit going out to make sure that their kids and their wives had what they need. And the wives and the single moms and everybody, even what y'all don't know, for the new people, we got 19-year-olds and 17-year-olds and 18-year-olds in here that's prepping and they parents ain't. They spending their money on. Our nephew that just graduated high school literally told me yesterday about whatever the food company was. I can't think of their names. They had the big things dehydrated food on sale. Like the kids' eyes is open. And this grown folks, I ain't got to worry about that. And the 18-year-old's like, dang, I need to. And sneaking it in their parents' house because the parents don't want them buying it. You hear me? But I'm saying even the young babies are seeing, wait a minute, something is changing. We got people under 24 that are prepping and their parents ain't even prepping. But they spending their money buying gas masks, cast iron skillets, water filtration straws, solar powered generators. Kids. And their parents ain't worried about it because they trying to go do whatever. Kids is sneaking it in their trunks and waiting till their parents go to work and putting it in their closets, buying dehydrated food. Kids. 21 here, and I'm starting to prep and gaining knowledge. Come on. Come on. So while these old folks and folks that just so sanctified, that y'all eyes ain't open, God said he was going to pour out his spirit on the young people. And these kids is getting it. They seeing it. And they buying their stuff. Same here. I'm 27 and my mom is not prepared. They getting it. These young people was opening their eyes because they ain't stuck in religion. And they have a sense enough to know, God, show me. And then they go in Walmart and it's all this dehydrated food that ain't never been there before. All of these survival things showing up everywhere. I just don't understand how the church's eyes is so closed. They worried about the bishops and the pastors and sleeping with men and sleeping with women and what houses and cars and stuff they got, instead of worrying about why they not telling them that Jesus is at the door. And the Antichrist is here. And the cashless society is here. And the market of beasts is here. And the food shortage is here. And the sickness is here. And all of that. They not talking about none of that. They waiting on the rapture and don't even see what's happening. We go to a cashless society in a few days, and I guarantee you ain't none of the church people talking about it. And they ain't got their stuff prepared. I'm not saying all, but for the most part, as a whole, as the church is asleep. Exactly what God said. They've been rocked to sleep by the cares of the world. Trying to look like the world and act like the world and sound like the world and be hip with the world instead of drawing the world to Christ. Wow. It's all right, baby. Everybody ain't gonna hear, and that's sad to say. That's family members too. Thank you, Mr. Memphis. It's a real thing. We gotta get our stuff together. Listen. It's a whole bunch of people in this community that didn't have to run out and do nothing when all of these lights went out. Folks woke up and their emergency lights was already on. So when did they have to be in the dark? They didn't, because they already had them. They listened to a person they never met say, hey, take some of these just in case the lights go out, why, whatever, and put them in just a few rooms in your house so it's already lights in there. And so when everybody else's lights went out, WOU lights kicked on because they was already in place. They didn't have to get up and go searching for nothing because these lights was already in different things in their house, in lamps and whatever. So even if it was just one, it was one light on in the house. Ain't nobody got to walk around in the dark or walk down the highway or come out in the highway or whatever. It was already there. You can put these in your regular lights. And so when the power goes out, these instantly on Amazon, they at Walmart, they at Lowe's, they at Home Depot, they everywhere. Emergency rechargeable lights. You bought some from Walmart yesterday. Check them and make sure they all work, because some of them don't be. So wherever you buy them from, and y'all the ones that let me know that, check them and make sure they work for sure. Or charge them first, make sure they work, because some stuff be defective. Okay, good job, Miss Duncan. Good job. Yep, so I love y'all. I'm really about to go. I done step back down. Y'all know how this go. Bye. I gotta go. Y'all have me here all day. Got things to do. I love y'all. I'm so proud of the people that are listening, though. And not just to me. It don't have nothing to do with me. I'm happy that God is opening y'all eyes and y'all seeing that if you wait on the government, you're going to be messed up. I love you, Miss Judy. If you wait on the government, your family is going to be destitute. Do not do it. If you have credit cards, instead of using them for stupid trips, you need to go on that list and go find everything that you need and then think about a trip after that. But at least you and your family, and as y'all see, the power is going out in all different states. The water is out. The internet is out. Ain't no food. You can't get this. Ain't no gas to run your generator. This is why we kept saying solar. All of these things. Rechargeable. Just rechargeable light bulbs, Miss Beasley. Yeah, but you can go to CERCA TROVA 22 on YouTube. I got 2 videos. See if I can find it for y'all real quick. That's so crazy that this be up there. It freaks me out every time I go type that name and they pop up on Google like that. It's spooky. That's so crazy. It's still weird to me. Dang, it's a whole bunch of stuff come up. The contest, the disaster preparedness list on Amazon. Okay. The prepper's guide. Well, I did not know all of this stuff shows up with my thing. Look out. It's one up here in my bio too. You gotta type in YouTube though. And then survival, and it'll come up, I'm guessing. I don't go back and look at this stuff. I try not to, y'all, because it makes me nervous. So that way I can just continue being myself. Oh, there we go. Yep, it comes up. Survival is 2 hours and 14 minutes. And then I think Survival 2.0 is like 2 hours and something. It's 2 hours and 37 minutes. Yep. So Survival. Okay. Survival and Survival 2.0 on YouTube are the 2 videos I have that where I go through like what I feel like you need. Food, how to start a fire, everything. Now, and I'm not a survivalist, okay? But these are the things that God told me to buy. And like a month ago, we were talking about getting a personal ice machine, a portable ice machine, and now we have people that were going and they've been out and they lost all their food because they didn't have no ice. But if they could have made ice every single day and just filled up their cooler with everything that was in their freezer, they could have saved their food, or at least helped save it a little bit longer. You see what I'm saying? So a portable ice machine gonna come in handy, especially if you gotta be in the heat, but you got your generator. Everybody can drink cool stuff all night, or you can make ice packs and all kinds of stuff that'll come in handy with. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, you can make bags of ice. Yeah. So I love y'all. I'm really leaving this time.